like a party.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the 4 Quarters of a Whole Idiot podcast. My name is Noah Druin, and I'm joined by the returning Austin Specht.
Hello.
And we're here with the newcomer, Austin Corey.
What's good?
What's good? What's good, Austin? How are you?
I'm okay. You know what? No, I'm feeling good.
He likes to be called by his preferred name, Andy Dalton. Thank you.
No, I do not. That is such a lie. Do not listen to
So
this
let me tell you,
bozo.
this kid sucks just as much as Andy Dalton. Too.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Let's talk. Okay, so, unfortunately, Brett Shevlin, our hilarious host from last week, will get into a pretty big moment from last week that he was talking about later on in the show, but we'll finish up the intros. You can follow Specht on Twitter, at Specty49, and
Capital S.
Austin Corey at Austin Corey with a 0 because he's Lebanese.
Yes, that is a zero.
Comes
Comes with
It
the
is not a no.
ethnicity. You can follow Brett Shevlin at Brett Shevlin. And you can follow me on Twitter at NoahETR and follow the podcast at 4QWI_podcast.
You better follow it.
Creative name, as you can tell.
I remembered it this time. So, we'll start with how we started last week, and we're going to talk about Cam Chancellor. So, Specht, what's the update on Cam Chancellor?
All right, update on Camp Chancellor. Still holding out, still being a bitch. Moving on. All right.
Okay, so we're going to recap. We're going to recap week 1. Where do you guys want to start? What was the biggest surprise of last week for the NFL?
Was surprised by the Falcons' performance. Not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna go in there and I thought they were gonna get crushed, and I was wrong.
Really?
I was
They
wrong.
were
Yeah, I
projected to
thought
do pretty
Matt
good.
Ryan wasn't gonna perform. I thought he was
Dude,
gonna
they were
suck.
projected to do really good last week.
Yeah, well, clearly I was mistaken.
Yeah, clearly.
One surprise. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. One thing I'm not surprised about: Tyrod Taylor. That's all I'm gonna say.
We all know, but so that's your answer. Your biggest surprise.
I
is
was really surprised. Not gonna lie.
Okay, so what's your biggest surprise, Austin?
Really? How like Andrew Luck didn't really perform.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
hoping that he-
My biggest surprise was the Bills beating the Colts. I will say that.
The Bills have the #1 defense. Yo, who said that?
I mean, it's good.
It's amazing. It's the best
good.
defense.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't want to go against it, but you know,
So,
their offense is a little shaky.
also, we got to talk about Tyler Eifert and how Brett
Okay, so-
nailed it.
So we all know, for anybody that saw the podcast last week, we thank you for joining us on the first episode, but we need to bring up the highlight, and that was definitely the Tyler Eifert pickup made by
Without a
Brett,
doubt.
who unfortunately isn't here today. But can anybody pull up some Eifert stats from last week? Can we do that quick enough?
He blew up. That's all they need to know. He was.
Well, we need to get the full effect. We need to say exactly what Tyler Eifert
Well,
did.
he was an animal. All right, he went in there, and I was generally surprised at how good he did. I thought Brett was joking. I thought he saw the
Last
cone
week,
drills.
Tyler Eifert had 104 yards on 9 receptions for 2
Two
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
All right. Well,
The only tight end that did better than him, and he was on par with like Travis Kelce and Safarian Jenkins. But in my opinion, he was the second best tight end of week 1.
speaking of
behind
Travis
Gronk.
Kelce, do you know what Von Miller called Travis Kelce?
I
He
don't.
called him a pretend Gronkowski.
What does that mean?
As in, like, he's trying to be like Gronk. He's like...
Is that because he's a white tight end?
Is
or-
it because he's white and plays the sport of
Is
football?
At the tight end
because he's the only one
position.
who gets touchdown passes?
Yeah, literally, dude. Macklin was...
Well,
Leave it at that.
Kelsey was definitely not Gronk this week, but we'll get into Thursday's game
All right.
later on.
Seeing as you were talking about Tyler Eifert, we'll just move right into
So-
some fantasy drops and pickups. I have one. I just want to start.
Oh,
off.
so we're okay. So after we do these, we'll get into the week 2.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
my pickup, I'm not even going to say Tyrod Taylor again because I know you definitely didn't drop him. But my pickup is D'Angelo Williams. I know most of you probably already picked him up. Not the point. But I don't think that was a fluke. I think what he did, it's pretty impressive if you can make Rob Nikovic turn his ankles into dust like that. So I think that's pretty impressive. So I think he's going to go out there and he's going to do it again against San Francisco.
I said to pick him up last week. Who said that?
Yo, no,
Who
you
said that?
shut up, all right?
Who said that before you?
So, yeah, I think he's going to do good. And I'll do Brett's too. Brett, the wizard he is, says to start Julio Jones. Pick up and start Julio Jones.
Pick up Julio Jones because no one has him.
Like he's sitting there on the waiver order. If he's sitting on the waiver order, what are you playing with, a 4-team league?
Yeah, I mean, I want to join.
But I will say, I do have to agree with it. He's going up against the Giants. So that's saying something.
And I'd say look for a very big week from Julio Jones, just because Brett said so. We all know how good he is at picking sleepers. Julio Jones is the sleeper of the week.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, Emmanuel Sanders.
Again, Emmanuel Sanders, like, why is he on the
we get into
waiver?
Thursday's game after. I mean, he did well. Okay.
Should be an Olympic
Okay.
track
So
runner.
did you say your drop? Because if you didn't say your drop,
Oh, I didn't say my
okay.
drop.
We'll do our starts. Okay.
You want to go? No, go
Okay.
ahead.
I got him in our league. Terrence Williams. If you didn't pick him up, Terrence Williams is who
Who's
you.
gonna pick him up too?
I got him before all of
I know,
you.
I
Terrence
know.
Williams is who you pick up. Really, all the Cowboys have now with Des Bryant's broken foot is Jason Witten, who will be a threat, but the only established receiver they have at the moment is Terrence Williams. Against who is he playing? He's playing Philly, who got kind of lit up by Matt Ryan. I'm not saying Romo was as good as Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, but I think Romo and Terrence Williams will do pretty well against the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
So pick up Terrence Williams, and another one is I forget his name, but it's a guy that's replacing Andre Ellington for this week.
Brown.
Correct. Something Brown. Yeah.
John.
Huh? John Brown.
Cardinals receiver, right?
Running back, I think.
No, Chris Johnson. That's who's replacing.
Oh, wow. We're
Andre.
just stupid.
Andre Ellington.
We
Pick
just
up
suck.
Chris Johnson because he's playing the Chicago defense, which is. So pick up Terrence Williams and Chris Johnson for this week.
As
And then
Noah makes a falcon noise. I did.
that's my thing. I go, okay, so do you have any pickups, Austin?
Yeah.
Who do you got? I'm curious.
Honestly, I would say pick up Bishop
Jay
Sankey.
Cutler.
Bishop Sankey.
No.
When you bandwagon.
Hold on.
When you bandwagon.
In week 1, he was against the Bucks, and
Yeah,
he scored,
that's all you have to say.
well, he rushed for 74 yards and a
Against the
touchdown
Bucks.
for 12 yards. This week, he's going up against the Browns. How much better is their defense?
Hey, the Browns were doing pretty well last season.
Yeah, well, not this season.
Were they? Are you sure?
Honestly, no, he's projected to do pretty good, and I think he's going to do
Okay,
pretty
so are you saying pick up Bishop Sankey for week 2 or pick up Bishop Sankey and keep him on your team?
good. I would say week 2.
Do you know he's
and
playing week 3?
keep him on the bench
beyond?
just in case. What's that?
What?
Sorry. Noah's dad walked in.
So who's Bishop Sankey playing week 3? Like, how's
Week
this?
3, he's up against the Colts. I
Oh,
wouldn't
God.
say start him.
Don't start him.
I wouldn't say start him.
Stop.
But, I mean,
Okay.
Turn back now. It's
I
too
mean,
late.
unless you absolutely have to.
If you feel the need to start Bishop Sankey against the Colts, just quit, fans.
Unless the rest of your team is like just god awful.
Okay. If we're not talking about Bishop Sankey anymore, I do want to bring up one more ad. And so if this is sitting on your waiver wire, pick them up. Pick up the Dolphins defense. I drafted the Dolphins defense, which they played the Redskins. I mean, any team could do well against the Redskins. But listen to this schedule up until their bye week. They play the Redskins and then the Jaguars and then the Bills and the Jets. Then they have their bye and then they face the Titans and the Texans. That's their first 7 games.
Watch out when they versus the
all-
Titans, yeah. Bishop
They're
Sankey.
all those teams are in the top 10 worst offenses in the NFL. Maybe not the Bills, maybe not the Titans. We'll see with both of those. But the Jets and the Texans,
Yeah, man,
and
watch out for the
Jaguars.
Titans.
Like they're
Bishop
all
Sankey.
pick up the Dolphins defense if they're sitting there.
All
They
right.
will do you. They will do you well.
Before I go into my drop, I do have one more pickup, and I actually picked them up. Darren Sproles. If you're in a PPR league, because they're not using him as they did use him as a running back, but he was out there in the slot.
They didn't use DeMarco Murray as a running back.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of
He had like
I don't
8
know what kind
carries
of
for 9
option
yards.
Sam Bradford's playing with his legs, but whatever. So I'm calling it right. I'll say it right now. I think Sam Bradford's he's not gonna be the starter by the end of the season. He's gonna have a 3rd knee surgery
Yeah,
on
Mark
the
Sanchez is gonna
right
come through.
knee.
On the
The
right.
right knee. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. All
I
right.
am.
If you're in a PPR league and you haven't snagged Sproles, you're dumb. All right, get on. We're in a PPR league. I like Sproles. He pulled 7 for 9 passing targets. Not bad.
Okay.
But it was for 76 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can
Toss that
run.
in there. Yeah, he can run.
He was a kicker. He's a special teams expert too.
And
That's
then-
the other
yeah.
thing. Like he can run after the catch.
And he did rush a little 50 yards and five carries. That's
Very
10 yards,
versatile.
it's not that bad.
I do have one more.
Yo, okay, why don't you cut me off? You know what?
What else do you have to say? Pick up Darren Sproles. Pick up
Go
Sproles.
ahead, pick up Sproles.
I was just throwing out there that I have one. You could have finished.
No, go
I was
ahead.
just saying, like,
Go
before we move on
ahead,
to the
bud.
next discussion of
Go ahead,
business. All right, so not for week 2. Like, this isn't like don't play him for week 2 because you're gonna get no points. But Martavis Bryant.
Stop.
No.
Okay. No,
Pick him up and use him in 3 weeks? 2 weeks, sorry.
And
He starts
no,
week
no,
5.
this is his last week suspended. He's only suspended for 2 games.
No, that's Le'Veon Bell. Bell is suspended for.
Right
Oh,
team.
I thought-
You got the right
Martavis
team.
Bryant is
4.
suspended for 4.
Oh, is it 4?
For, like-
So-
that's awkward.
No, I did think, actually, no, for a long time I thought Bell was suspended 4 games up until last week's podcast when I found out he was. I can't keep track
Yo,
of
he got
suspensions.
his
No, I thought
suspension
Bell was
got
4.
cut down like 2 months.
Wait, so
ago.
Bell was suspended for 4 games?
Was and then 3
Okay,
and
so
then 2.
I didn't get the memo that it got shortened, actually.
Yeah,
so,
cut short a couple
So
times.
I can't agree with Brian. When Brian comes back, like he's a good person to stash on your bench. Maybe not start, but if Antonio Brown, they use Brown a lot. There is a chance he could get injured, and
Yeah.
if he does, Martavis Bryant is a very good person to keep on your bench if you have an open spot. I will say that.
Can I start the drops now, or do you guys have one more pickup?
No.
All right, so I got 2 drops, and it's sad to say, not drops. Okay, I'll say sit because I wouldn't drop them.
Okay.
But my drop, actually, I drop Austin Safarian Jenkins. It's sad saying that because I picked him up. In our league, he got 34 points. He ain't doing that every week. Let's just get that out of the way. He's not doing that every week. And another one, I have him in my starting lineup. Even though he's going against Minnesota, Golden Tate, I just put him on the bench. And
You were so excited for Golden Tate.
I thought it was going to
I was excited for Calvin Johnson too, but Matt Stafford kind of let everybody down. Every fantasy
we'll talk about that later. So anyways, I just think Golden Tate because of Calvin Johnson. If Calvin Johnson goes out on the field and trips over a ladybug and tears his ACL, like he tends to do, then I'd go pick up Golden Tate and put him in your lineup. But with Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson, I can guarantee you any quarterback would throw to Calvin Johnson more. And Brett wants you to drop Melvin Gordon. I don't know why. Hey, look at that. 3 for 3 for my lineup.
Okay, well, no, I can see where Brett's coming from because Woodhead did amazing. What?
Don't tell me that. I don't need to hear
Okay,
that.
actually,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
need to
say
hear
pick
your-
up Danny Woodhead. I picked up Danny Woodhead. Pick up Danny Woodhead.
Hey,
If you haven't picked him up, pick up Danny Woodhead.
Done with pickups.
Pick up Danny
Who
Woodhead.
you dropping?
Hey, we can always go back.
Okay, so are you done with your drop? Because I do have one thing to say on Brett's behalf.
Yeah, I'm done.
I do have an update on CJ Spiller, who was
Isn't he still injured?
yeah. So listen to this. So Brett ranted about how CJ Spiller was owned. He was Brett's drop last week. He was owned by like 92% of leagues. He is now down to 84.5% ownage in leagues, or whatever you want to call that term. So he's on his way down to 0. I'm still gonna go with
He's getting there.
the hashtag get Spiller to 0 that I said last week. He dropped down 6% in the last couple days. So Spiller's on his way down. I'll get to my drops once you guys are all set.
I'm all set.
Okay. Do you have any drops, Austin?
Drops? I mean, CJ Anderson's been kind of disappointing lately.
Are you gonna drop him?
No, he's actually like an undroppable. You can't actually drop
Well,
him.
you can't?
No, you
So
can't.
he plays like one half of the season and he's undroppable.
Yeah. Can you stop?
ESPN fantasy logic.
Yeah, I don't.
Jay
I mean,
Cutler steps
I
out
would
on the
trade him
field
away.
with his
To be
left foot
honest,
first.
I would try and like snag
In Chicago.
another running back, a decent one at least. Like honestly, like Frank Gore's better than CJ right now. I don't know.
Okay.
I would play like Bishop Sankey.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, okay. What
I
do you
have
got? What
one
do you
thing.
got?
So what we do, we have a group chat on Facebook. We always send each other stupid names of players we can find. And Noah sent me a picture of a Pittsburgh Steelers tight end named Jesse James. And I noticed an alarming fact about him. He's owned in a league. It's 0.1% of leagues, but someone owns him. If you're out there, why? 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 What caused you to pick up Jesse James? 0.1%. So that means someone out there owns him.
It's probably one of those leagues where like you have like 48 roster spots, so you have to like fill up an entire team. So
Yeah,
You can have
Jesse
48
James.
roster spots.
I'm sure it's possible. Like
That's
you can have like a
insane.
16-team, 48 roster league. Like you kind of just get to you get to the nitty gritty.
The
You find
long
depth,
is
the
that,
depth
right?
chart, you're
you can
picking
pick
specific
up like
defensive
I
players.
found Vince Young. Vince Young is probably owned in 0.1 as well.
No, 0.
It was
0. All right, any more drops? Or are we moving on?
I actually don't have any. I can't think of any drops.
I'm all set.
Yeah, okay. Well, do you have anybody else to say about week one? I mean, I guess we could talk about week one a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about week one.
Okay. So I didn't see the whole game, but I caught the end of the Rams and Seahawks game. So you can bring up what you wanted to bring up about that game, Specs, because I know you wanted to get into that.
I do.
So before we get into week two, we'll talk about week one. Because I do have some things to bring up about week one as well.
We can save that for last. I'll start with it. All right, so they lost. First off, the Seahawks lost to the Rams, which
in overtime.
Noah did call. Regardless,
did I pick the Rams winning? I don't remember.
You did pick the Rams winning.
I thought I picked the Seahawks. Too.
I remember. No, I picked the Seahawks. But after that play call where Marshawn got stuffed so hard in the backfield and lost like 7 yards.
I cringed because it
was horrifying.
What was it, 4th and 2 or something?
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch's mom actually came out and called called out the Seahawks offensive coordinator, calling him, and I quote, the worst play caller ever. Now, when I was reading about this, I took up two different standpoints now.
Okay, let's hear him.
You could side with Marshawn's mom and say, yeah, well, you got to admit, who's the better of the two, the defensive caller or the offensive coach?
That's not worthy of an
coach.
answer.
Yeah, I don't think I have to ask. I can say, one of the reasons they blew out the Broncos in that Super Bowl was because of their defense. They had a pick 6 or 2.
If their defense didn't show up, they would have lost that game.
Yeah, they would. Yeah,
that was when the Broncos' offense was at their height.
Right,
they were
take out Cam Chancellor. Well, Cam Chancellor took himself out. Take out Earl Thomas III. Take out the Dick. What's his name? Sherman. There we go. And do they win? No, I don't think their offense is good enough to win. I think
Wait, at the present moment?
I think all right, well, I forgot about Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, I was going to say, they
before
just had
Jimmy Graham, I think they're not good enough to win without that defense. Or you could go to with the...
who do they have for receivers? The only person I know is Doug Baldwin.
Jermaine Kearse, Doug Baldwin. They had Percy Harvin.
They did have Percy Harvin, who is also on the Bills now.
Bills now, though, right?
Who?
Percy Harvin.
Yes, he is.
Percy Harvin, the Bill.
Yep. Yeah, amazing play last week.
Yeah, diving in the end zone.
I don't know what's more impressive, Percy Harvin getting a touchdown catch or Tyrod actually throwing that far.
I would like to... Shut up! I would like to point out I did throw for 292 receiving yards with Percy Harvin in Madden. Just moving on now.
You mean Tyrod Taylor?
No. Tyrod Taylor threw for 491.
Oh, you mean you caught. Okay,
yeah,
you confused me. Okay.
Did I say throw? I'm an idiot.
I don't think Percy Harvin's quarterback.
You can side with the offensive coordinator and say that defense can't win. You don't get to 2 Super Bowls in a row on just defense.
Yeah, you need to have, there has to be some sort of happy balance.
And you got to say, they do a pretty good job they have a couple no-names. I didn't know about Doug Baldwin until I heard about Russell Wilson. I didn't hear about Jermaine Kearse. I didn't, same with their tight end. The one with the long hair. Wilson. There we go. The other Wilson.
Wilson?
I just...
I actually don't even know what Wilson you're talking about. I have no idea.
Yeah, see? And so I'm just... I'm going to make my final standpoint. I'm going to move on. I agree with Marshawn Lynch's mom. He's not the worst, but I think they could do better.
There's some questionable things, yes.
Yeah,
you're out of a Super Bowl and week 1 momentum because of stupid plays. What? Okay, so one thing I do want to bring up from week 1, which you called, Spect. I don't know if you recall this, but James Jones. You called James Jones.
I did.
James Jones did.
I picked up James Jones.
Yeah, he called to pick up James Jones last week.
But here we go. I called it, picked up James Jones. Guess who didn't start him? Me.
Okay, so I think he only caught like 5 catches, I think.
Yeah, but he got a couple
of
touchdowns.
But he was effective.
Effective.
4 catches, 51 yards, but 2 touchdowns. So if anybody started him, they were very happy with his performance. And I did want to bring that up because we haven't talked about James Jones all week. Like, I didn't say anything about it. I wanted to save it for the podcast, but
yeah,
you did.
I did call it.
I will give you credit for James Jones because I did not think about him.
Thank you.
Because Randall Cobb, I think, did okay, but then Devontae Adams, or it might have been the other way around. One of the 2 receivers for the Packers didn't do well. It was Devontae Adams, only had 59 yards.
Yeah, well, there we go. I think Devontae Adams.
He was disappointed, yes.
is a joke.
And he was probably starting a lot of leagues too.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
I'm actually on. He's been dropped 1.3% since last week.
Ooh.
Okay, so do you guys have anything else to say about the games from week 1? Because I do have one final summation question for week 1. If you want to bring up the games or the standings for last week, because I have a cumulative question, cumulative, whatever.
Marcus Mariota, that's a thing.
So I'm not convinced yet about Mariota.
No, I'm not
I don't think
either.
any of us are.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll tell you that right now.
I am impressed though. He is only the 54th quarterback in history to get the quote unquote perfect game, which is you max out your passer rating,
Air quotes.
which is I think it's 158.3. Which even if it's against the Bucks, it still is impressive in your rookie debut in the NFL to do that.
And one other thing too is Carlos Hyde. Jesus Christ!
You know,
called that.
I wanted him so bad in our fantasy league, and
You tried to draft him, didn't you?
What?
You tried to draft him, didn't
He
you?
was okay. So when I made some pre-draft notes because I just tried that hard, and the first 2 names I wrote were Jeremy Hill. I got Jeremy Hill, and then I wrote Carlos Hyde right after that. And Carlos Hyde was snagged a lot earlier than I thought, it's an even bigger kick in the teeth. Not that he got taken in front of me, but he
50 points in our
the
league.
number 1 running back fantasy wise in football right now.
And then the last thing I want to talk about week 1 is I don't believe this. I think they just starting shit down there in the Meadowlands of New York. Jennings, God, I'm horrible with names today. He said Eli Manning told him not to score. What quarterback does that? You don't. I think that's bullshit. I don't think Eli Manning said anything.
That was a good game though.
That was a solid game.
Yeah. So
they didn't use OBJ as much as they should have.
So while we're talking about it, for what games you guys did see, because I didn't see all the games, what would you give for the games you saw? What 1 or 2 games are the games of the week?
Eagles, Falcons.
Eagles, Falcons,
Colts, Bills.
Cowboys, Giants.
The only one I saw was the Cowboys game.
Well, you saw a good game then.
Yeah,
That was great.
Eagles, Falcons, Colts, Bills.
Eagles, Falcons were easily the best game of the week, especially with the Kiki Alonso interception. That was a very good game.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's a middle linebacker. A middle linebacker. You don't make catches like that at middle linebacker.
You should be able to jump more than
That's
6
a
inches off the ground.
receiver's job, dude. Talk about a good pickup. I gotta say,
Okay.
making that trade for Kiki.
So while we're before we wrap up, I want you guys to bring up the standings or the scores for last week, and I wanted you guys to pick power rankings, just the top 5
Oh,
teams.
jeez. Okay.
Top 5 teams,
For this week?
just in the NFL in general. After week 1, the top 5 teams that look the best.
Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'll start at number 5.
Yeah, if you don't have to go in any order, but if you have it,
No,
have to
I'm
pick up an order.
gonna start at number 5, and I'm gonna say I don't think they're that amazing.
So this is number 5, right?
5.
Okay.
St. Louis.
Okay.
4. Hold on, it gets better.
Okay.
This one might
Oh,
be a
so
little out
did
of
you already
left
have these pre-made?
field.
Or you kind of just...
More or less.
Okay.
Arizona. They put the ass whooping on the Saints. My God.
Yeah, well, the Saints...
Yeah, they didn't have Andre Ellington for most of the game, right?
I think he went out
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
halfway through the game. He went out. He got carted out. Yeah.
3 Packers.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
If I hear the Bills, if I hear.
Bills is good. Number 1 to get over it.
Okay.
So you don't want me to say number 2 Bills because that's what I was gonna do.
Number 2 Bills.
Number 2 Bills.
Number.
You go try to beat the Colts with what they have.
Are you kidding me? Their defense stopped them
What was that? They're not that good of a defense.
What?
You
When
see,
did I
you
ever
just
say
said
that?
that?
When did I ever
You
say
said
that?
Let's throw hands right now. I'm standing
When
up
did
right
I ever
now.
say that they were not that good of a defense? I said they were a good defense
They're
and
number
everything.
1.
I said
And-
their offense wasn't that good.
Number 1 New England because I think with all that shit they persevered pretty nicely.
Okay.
And they're playing the Bills. Ooh, we'll get to that later.
It's actually really hard. I'm looking at the games, and it's really hard to pick the clear cut. But my number 5 is gonna be. I think I'm gonna pick the Rams for number 5.
There we go. Right here. Thank you. Thank you.
Number 4, Dolphins.
Yo, tap the brakes.
Dolphins.
Hey, yeah.
They have a very good defense, and their offense. Their offense is good. Jordan Cameron and Mike Wallace, and Jordan Cameron is healthy. He is pretty effective. Ryan Tannehill is going to be a top 10 quarterback.
Tell that to tell.
If he's healthy, Jordan Cameron is good. And Lamar Miller, he didn't do too well last week.
I think Lamar Miller's.
So I'm going to put the Dolphins at number 4. Number 3, now I think about it, for their defense, I will put the Bills at number 3. Just to
Yeah.
Because I did pick the Colts to make it to the AFC Championship game, so to hold the Colts to 14 points and score 27 themselves, the Bills, I will put them in.
No one knows my out of nowhere prediction for the AFC Championship.
So
Bills, Chiefs.
Number 2, Packers. I love
Yeah,
the Packers. Number 1, Patriots.
And we're not saying it's
for what they have and what they did lose, the Patriots looked good week 1. They didn't, Tom Brady played well, everybody played well, and Patriots, I'm not being biased, but I could even swap the Packers and the Patriots, but I think the Patriots do deserve at least a top 2.
Something like that.
All right,
Austin?
You got this all planned out, Austin?
I don't mean to, follow you guys or anything, but, beating
there's some clear-cut favorites.
Overtime is very respectable, so I think at number 5 is the Rams, too.
There we go. Dude, we're all on the same page, man.
One team that you guys didn't mention that I think
so
actually are pretty good.
Hold on, I'm all ears for this one. Let me
The
get
Chiefs.
Okay.
At number 4.
Yeah,
Jamal Charles.
Tell that to that fumble.
2 fumbles. Well, the second one wasn't his fault. I don't know if you watched the game, but
I did.
So number 3.
I will give you actually.
Did you say Chiefs for number 4?
Yeah.
I'll give you credit only because I think they put up a nice fight, and I actually have them winning that division.
Yeah, they're
okay.
Their offense is looking pretty good.
They're looking nice. If they use Jeremy Maclin,
they were an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, they are.
3. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh god. Okay. Now. Okay.
I don't know if
take your time now.
100% on this one, but I'm gonna put 3 with the Jets.
Hold on.
Whoa!
Say it with me. Tap
the brakes. You need to stop.
You simmer down now.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Yo, go ahead.
Whoa!
Ryan Fitzpatrick, yeah?
No, I'm not saying anything about their offense. I mean, they have weapons on the offense, but I'm not saying.
Name one besides Brandon Marshall.
Chris Ivory did well.
Yeah, Chris Ivory did great. Brandon Marshall.
I think they need to utilize Eric Decker more.
They beat the Browns. The Browns' defense is kind of
What an accomplishment. We could beat the Browns.
The Browns were in the lead of the AFC North up until week 7 or 8. They were playing well. I don't know how much their defense has changed, but
the Jets defense
is not that bad.
It's the reason why Frank Gore is on the bench.
I think they should just name DeBrickashaw an automatic Hall of Famer. Just look at that name, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. His mom says that's a family name. My ass.
DeBrickashaw?
You threw some Scrabble letters in a bucket, and shook that shit up, and dumped it out.
Okay.
Okay. My number 2. I'm gonna actually go with the Bills.
There we go, boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm noticing a severe lack of the Patriots and the Packers. You got to pick one.
Yeah. Woo.
So you bumped out one of those teams for the Jets.
Hold on. The thing is, the Packers are always good. The Packers are always they're always good.
So are the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean,
even with the
if he leaves the Packers out, I'll honestly.
I'm gonna have to disagree with whatever you picked for number 1 because you were you. Okay, please tell me it's either the Packers or the Patriots.
It starts with a P. How about that?
Oh, ready? Hold on.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's Philadelphia.
It's not the Panthers.
It's Philadelphia.
No.
Pittsburgh?
No. Oh man, you guys don't.
You know they lost. There's I could even add Pittsburgh as an asterisk.
No, I'm gonna say the Patriots because the Steelers are a better team than the Bears.
You mean to tell me that the Jets are better than the Packers?
No, that's not what I mean to tell.
That is what you mean. The Packers aren't in your...
No, the thing is the Bears...
Tap the brakes.
Let me finish what I'm saying. The Packers, as potent of an offense they have, they scored 31 against the Bears, but their defense allowed 23 points to the Bears.
Potables.
I understand that the Bears' offense is better now.
The Bears' offense isn't that bad. They have
I know they're good. They're not
they
bad.
have Alshon Jeffrey, Matt Forte, Jay Cutler, and
Jay
one
Cutler
other.
throws picks, but
so does it.
Jay Cutler throws dimes.
Luck throws a pretty good amount of interceptions too.
I will say because he named 3 of the teams in that division. The AFC East is the only division with all teams winning week 1.
I'm really surprised that no one picked the Dolphins besides me. I think the Dolphins are asleep. Like, if in the event that the Patriots don't win the division, it's gonna be
they're balling with some weapons, dude. They should be so.
I can pick
great.
even the Dolphins to beat out. Like, if the Patriots don't win the division, I think it might be the Dolphins. It definitely won't be the Jets. It's either the Bills or the Dolphins, obviously. But I think the Dolphins, if the Patriots don't win, will win the division.
Now we did talk. You're done, right? You got one.
Yeah.
Now. Because we did top 5, we're only going to do one, but who do we think's going to get that top draft pick? Who do we think's going to be dead last?
Dead last for the entire
Washington
season?
Redskins calling it.
No, I don't think the Redskins are going to go last. Honestly, I think Alfred Morris is too good to be the last NFL team. I think he's going to be the reason why they're not last. They're not going to be like top 10 or anything like that. They're definitely going to be like a high number, but I don't know. I think
high
Morris
number?
Is
You
gonna
mean low number?
No, if I can, okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I
Like,
knew what you meant.
Okay. No, it's the Redskins.
Thank you.
It's the Redskins.
Oakland Raiders.
Honestly,
balling this year. I swear.
I see either the Bucks.
Oh, I thought he was going to say the Bills. I was like,
The
Yeah,
Bucks.
The Bills last place. Yeah.
no, I mean
The Bucks.
Martin.
Safarian Jenkins, Vince Jackson, Mike Evans.
Martin is not that.
Martin's
Doug Martin. Okay, no, Doug Martin has not since his rookie season. Or whatever season it was that he did really well. Like he hasn't. He's not really a
We
commodity.
use specifics here on
he's
our
like
podcast.
average.
Whatever season he did good.
Yeah, I don't know.
either.
I think it was his rookie season. But
I did have. Go ahead.
given a good quarterback, the Bucks can be good. Like, do they still have Mike Evans? Mike
Yeah,
Evans
he's going
and
to come
VJax.
back this week. That's another reason I said drop Safarian Jenkins because.
That's a
Why-
good duo. VJax
why-
and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, if you threw if they went to the Patriots, that would amazing offense right there.
Yeah. Well, easing.
That's a duo that could be so much better than what they are.
Easing our way into week 2 now.
Wait, are we all set with week 1?
I'm all set. You guys all set?
So, okay, do we have anything else?
Alright.
Okay.
I'm easing our way into week 2. I had a current event that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Another team I think is going to get top 5 draft pick. I think Houston is getting a top 5 draft pick.
Who's the versus?
Top 5. Oh, well, this week. This week they're facing Carolina, and Luke Kuechly's out. By the way, Luke Kuechly is a prime.
one of the best linebackers.
Literally.
In the NFL.
But anyways, Luke Kuechly's out that week. They're starting Ryan Mallett over Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think that's a smart decision. I think if you back up Brady for that many
You know,
years, he's probably best cheerleader out there.
It's not even benching Hoyer. I wouldn't even call Hoyer a bad quarterback. He's not in the bottom percent, but
not developed.
every
enough.
single week you're gonna get 250 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
That's it.
You'll get nothing else from him.
The
He's
basic.
constant, but he's not good enough to win a good amount of games.
He's as basic as a quarterback gets.
Yeah, he's not
He sucked last week. Though sucked. He got pulled out of the game.
Yeah.
And they're starting Ryan Mallett. I think that's pretty good. He backed up Brady for a long time.
The only saving grace for that team is really J.J. Watt and
J.J. Watt, Jadeveon
DeAndre
Clowney,
Arian
Will
Foster
Fork.
comes back.
and DeAndre
Arian Foster.
Hopkins
Oh, geez,
proved
forgot about
himself
him.
last week.
Yeah, he did great.
Great game.
Balling. Another. This is back to week 1. Oh no, it is week 2. Sorry. One. I think he's so good. I love Aqib Talib. He's a baller.
Yes. I mean, before we get to week 2, we should talk about the Chiefs Broncos game.
That was week 2.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, before we get into predictions.
Yeah. Well, I think Aqib. That diving interception.
Did you?
All right. First off, Broncos. I don't know. Yeah, they came back, but I would.
It's their defense.
I wouldn't call that a good win.
It's their defense.
That was a
Their
bad-
defense looked really good. Their defense wasn't amazing last season.
Peyton Manning,
No, but that's the
70,000 yards.
That's the second week in a row where they won off a defensive turnover.
Oh really? Is that a fact? I did not know that.
What?
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Anyways, Aqib Talib's a baller. Jamal's Charles coming in clutch is what I would say if he actually came in clutch.
Besides the 2 fumbles.
He played a.
He played a good game
He played a
besides
great game.
Blowing the game.
Did you catch the game, Austin? I
caught
don't know
the
how much
game.
of it you watched. Okay. Good. We're all on
Yeah, I think Aqib Talib's a
I was
baller.
the second.
Okay.
Peyton Manning, 70,000 yards. I believe he's the fastest to 70,000 yards.
Yeah, he is.
And isn't the only other 70,000
What is
yard
he? He
quarterback?
needs about 1,500 more to
Pass
pass Favre.
Favre.
So we could
He's
say
gonna-
in the next probably 6 or 7 weeks he'll have passed Favre.
I'd hope so.
Maybe.
He pass Favre touchdowns.
I mean, let's see. 15,
unless he tears another quad.
I'm going to say like 1,500 divided by 5 in itself. Like, if he throws 300 yards for 5 straight weeks, he passes Favre, I think.
I mean, it's doable for me.
I think
it's gonna happen this season. Just like
it's gonna happen. I think Emmanuel Sanders should just retire and become an Olympic sprinter. Do some hurdles.
Honestly, I think Emmanuel Sanders is gonna ease his way into being first round.
You think he's gonna be
DT, yeah.
Great? I love Emmanuel
Yeah, Manning
Sanders.
didn't favor Thomas like at all. It was kind of weird. Like Sanders,
Which is the first time ever.
Sanders had 2 touchdowns on Thursday.
Yeah, but can we also talk about?
And more he had like double-digit targets. I'm sorry to
No.
down.
Wait, did he have double digits?
Yes.
Yeah, way more.
I wasn't paying too much attention. I was more
every target. But
So,
like,
yeah, he got targeted. I don't know how many he caught,
a lot
but
more.
because the only reason it's not Emmanuel Sanders that was dropping these balls. It was friggin'. This is a trend that I noticed in the first half. Peyton Manning underthrew every single pass that left his hand.
Yeah, like he was.
Every single pass. There was one play DT was going down the line, like you do, and he had, I don't know, 5-6 feet of separation. That's a person. That's me laying on the floor. That's me. And Peyton Manning goes up, throws it in the shotgun, like you do, and it hit the Chiefs safety in the butt.
Yeah, like
that's underthrown and
what's
like so
is
ridiculously.
Peyton, like once he started throwing like Brady passes like 10 yards at a time, like
Ballin'.
that's when he brought the game back. Like he couldn't he over or underthrew, more so underthrew. But like when he transitioned to a Brady offense, like the game was completely different. He doesn't have the arm that he used to anymore. That's what I noticed. But he still has like the presence and the smarts to do well.
Yeah, he's still
like one of the smartest players in the game.
He's like LeBron LeBron in the NBA. He's smart as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what's going on.
Like,
10 minutes before
like the skill is like half the battle. Like you need to like know what you're doing at all times.
I considered Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Joe Flacco as like last year and the year before that as like top 3 like field generals.
Flacco, huh?
Yeah, I just think Flacco, dude, that cannon he has. But I'm gonna demote Peyton Manning to like a field first lieutenant because he's just getting old, man.
Well, I mean, Brady's 38, but Brady had a great game.
Brady's a baller, dude. Brady's a stone cold killer.
I think like when it's all over, if we're not counting the rings, I say like Manning had the better career than Brady. Not just stat wise, but like I'm not counting rings here. Rings without rings, Manning is better. But if you include rings and overall greatness, just like Brady is better. But Manning, I think he made it to 3 Super Bowls. The one against the Bears, and then the Saints, and then the
lost
Seahawks.
Against the Saints.
He lost against the Saints and the Seahawks. Brady's
I don't
made it
think
to 5 Super Bowls. Yeah,
5.
But like I think if we're not counting rings,
6. Didn't he lose to the Giants twice?
He
played
the Rams, the Panthers, the Eagles, and the Giants. He's made it to 6.
Beat 4, lost 2 to the kryptonite of the Patriots, Eli Manning. I don't know what it is about him.
It's kind of like I don't know if it's just weird when you think about it that Eli's won more championships than
yeah, it's sad.
I think in like one season they won. Okay, so the Giants won both those Super Bowls in the wild card. I think one season they were like 9-7. The other they were either 8-8 or 9-7, making the wild card, plummeting through the playoffs and winning the Super Bowl. Like that shouldn't happen.
I'll bring up my question now before we start talking week 2. There were a couple quarterbacks in week 1 who disappointed, to say the least.
Okay.
Which one do you think is going to bounce back? I can't say Peyton Manning because I totally forgot they're playing the Chiefs. All right, so we got Joe Flacco. Is he going to bounce back? Matt Stafford. Whatever quarterback goes out there for the Texans, which is going to be Mallett. Do you think Mallett is going to do better than Hoyer, basically? Or I am at a lack of. I'm forgetting.
I have one.
Don't tell me. What Gecko? Which one?
Carr.
Derek Carr. There, we'll say Derek Carr.
Okay, so who are the Raiders playing this week?
Raiders
They're
are
up against
Baltimore.
the Ravens.
Oh, they are? Okay.
So basically, before we answer any, I think Matt Stafford's bouncing back.
Who are they wrestling?
Eagles?
Minnesota.
Yeah. No,
I think.
if he doesn't,
I'm not just saying that because they're playing Minnesota. I'm saying that because I really think he's going to be good.
Yeah, so that actually, that makes me bring this up. Like, I think I want him to do well. I can't say this is definite, but I want Teddy Bridgewater. I can't even say bounce back because he was never that good, but I see a lot of value in Bridgewater. Really
bang bang, taking shots.
Bridgewater.
You gotta be good to bounce back.
My bounce back. I mean, there's really no
Brett, when we were
quarterbacks.
drafting, I think Sammy Watkins is gonna have a bounce back year. How can you have a bounce back year when he's only played 1 year?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to get more specific, I think a bounce back will probably be I think Andrew Luck. I think he could play better. I mean, I know he's playing.
It's not like he didn't play that bad.
Yeah, but isn't he
I like how you guys a multiple choice question you guys haven't answered.
Wait, what was the multiple choice?
Matt Stafford, Joe Flacco, Mallet is basically Mallet. What I mean by Mallet is he going to do better or worse than Hoyer? And Derek Carr.
I want to say Joe Flacco.
No, I'm gonna say Stafford. Stafford.
All right, so Joe.
Stafford has Golden Tate is really becoming a very good receiver. Calvin Johnson, he only had 13 yards or something last week. I have no idea what happened, but Stafford has the weapons to be a very good quarterback, and he's a 5,000. I mean, not 5,000. God,
he has another strong arm too.
He's easily a 4,000 yard passer every season.
Alrighty. So now that we anything else to comment on week 2 before we start going through games?
Week 2. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up actually one more segment about going into week 2.
You want to take more? Okay.
The teams that won games, which I want you guys to pick a team or two that's for real winning their first game that you think will continue, and which 2 games are not for real. They won their game, but
they won, but they're not gonna do it again. The Titans. Titans aren't gonna win again. Come on.
Who are the Titans wrestling this week?
The Titans are playing.
We've asked that 6 times.
I don't remember. The Titans are playing. I can't even find Cleveland.
Yeah, the Titans are gonna win. Yes, they are.
I think Mariota's got a gigantic chip on his shoulder. I think the Titans beat the Browns.
No, yeah.
I said that all day. Oh,
but if we're talking
I respect your opinion.
Long standing, I don't think the Titans are for real. But they are for real for at least 1 more week.
Yeah,
I'll give them 1 more week.
That's just their defense.
Another team I don't think's for real, the Panthers. I hate the Panthers. I hate
They might win their division.
No. I think Matt Ryan is gonna have another great year. I think they're gonna. Well, remember that year they went 11-0 and then lost the game after that. That's not the point.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the Panthers and Titans are a joke. I think they're not happening.
My for real team, I guess this probably won't surprise anybody, but I'm gonna pick the Rams. It's for real.
Nick
Foles. I wasn't sure what to think about Nick Foles, but
yeah, thank you. I was gonna say you called Nick Foles, and I quote nothing special.
He is nothing special.
Remember Nick Foles is there. He's not here nor there.
He's not here or elsewhere. He's there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for wording that differently.
He played against the Seahawks defense. I don't even think he threw an interception. I think he only had 250 yards and a touchdown. I may be wrong. I didn't really follow Nick Foles. I will bring him up real quick.
He was good on the Eagles.
297 yards and 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
Macklin and McCoy. How do you?
And a rushing touchdown. So I think
yeah.
Yeah, I can pick I can see the Rams going at least 10-6 this season.
I agree.
Is there anything else besides that?
For real, I don't really have any other for real teams. I'm not convinced on the Bills yet. Even though I did beat the Colts, I'm not convinced that Tyrod Taylor and Percy Harvin can do what they did every single week.
Sammy Watkins too.
Yeah, but
anyways, all right. So you ready to move on to the games?
Well,
I got week 2 right here. I'm all right. And what we should do at the end of this is predict week 3 for because we didn't predict this game, week 2, Chiefs and Broncos. So
well, I had the Chiefs winning, but didn't happen.
Honestly, I really like the Chiefs.
The Chiefs have an amazing one thing that the Chiefs are I mean, they didn't prove it, but they are a really good home team.
Yeah, they are.
The Kansas City crowd is one of the loudest crowds.
Wow, the Arrowheads, yeah, dude, they're ridiculous.
Next to Seahawks. Them and the Seahawks are the 2 loudest crowds. But I'm ready for week 2. All
right, so here we go. I'll start it off, and I'm going in a certain order.
Okay. Make sure you just get all of them.
All right, so here we go. Houston, Carolina. Jeez, I don't know. No.
I'm gonna pick Carolina.
I'm picking Houston.
I'll pick Carolina.
Houston by a last-minute field goal.
Austin?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say Houston because.
Thank you.
J.J. Watt.
Yeah, ready.
Honestly,
where's Jadeveon Clowney, man? Look at that.
Is he still hurt?
Yeah, I guess. Apparently.
It's too bad.
Arizona, Chicago. Arizona.
No,
sorry, I lied. Chicago.
No, Arizona.
Arizona, who they beat last week? Arizona beat the Saints. I'm gonna put the Arizona in the possibly not for real category. I think.
Okay.
I think Chicago can take this
I do
game.
like Carson Palmer.
I think Chicago can take this game.
Did you answer? I don't think
I like the Cardinals.
Okay.
This week.
San Diego, Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati.
That's gonna be a good game. That's a game
stuff
to watch.
them. I think Cincinnati's defense is gonna get bang bang.
I don't really like Phillip Rivers, to be honest.
I don't like Phil. The way he throws is so.
I think the Bengals. Yeah, I'll pick the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like Andy Dalton either, but you know,
If he can hook up with Tyler Eifert and AJ Green and Sanu played pretty well last
yeah,
year too.
Senior did good.
Now here's
And Jeremy Hill. I love Jeremy Hill. So
here's another one of those games where I just couldn't decide who sucked less. Tennessee, Cleveland.
Tennessee.
Cleveland.
I'm saying Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Huh. Bishop Sankey.
Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit.
Detroit, Minnesota.
Detroit.
I don't know.
Where's AP? You predicted under 1,000 at the moment against the 49ers, whose defense isn't great in the first place. I can see like maybe 1,000 yards or less. Yeah, because AP did not show up, and AP can tear pretty much any defense.
Yeah.
I don't care who you put in front of him. Like AP, prior to his suspension, was the best running back in football. I think that's unnegotiable.
Did you make a decision? You? Yeah, you.
Yeah, I said Tennessee.
Okay. Tampa, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Tampa. Jameis Winston's gonna be balling.
Mark Ingram's gonna tear them a new asshole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Atlanta Giants. I'm gonna go with Brett because Brett told me the Falcons were gonna win this one, so I'm going.
Falcons.
I'm going with Brett.
The Falcons played well.
Yeah.
I want to say the Giants only because Eli Manning's on my favorite.
I think we could see a little bit more from the running backs for the Falcons because I think Coleman and Freeman could have been better. I mean, they're not really anything special, but
if say that with the Giants too, though. Rashad Jennings.
They have Vereen, Rashad Jennings, and the other guy. I forget his name. I don't remember his name.
Something like that.
Andre Williams.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the Giants have to figure out their run game because they have three capable running backs. I mean, Williams is kind of. He was a rookie last season. He's not proven, but Vereen is a very good
I thought you were. I don't know
Vereen
why.
is an amazing role player.
You said
find a way,
Williams, and I thought you were talking about D'Angelo Williams.
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
Okay.
Rookie?
So
He's so old.
If they figure out their run game, the Giants could be okay. But I do have the Falcons winning. Yes.
All right. Pittsburgh, San Francisco. I don't think Carlos Hyde's going to do that again.
Pittsburgh.
I'm
not sold on Carlos Hyde, but I do know that a lot of people picked him to do well this season. And I mean, with Frank Gore gone, there's really no other option to run the ball in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So
I'd say the Steelers. Yeah.
Steelers. I love the Steelers offense. I love the offense.
St. Louis, Washington. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Washington.
You're kidding, right?
Alfred Morris, dude.
Yeah. So, anyways, next game. Next
All
game.
right, Miami, Jacksonville, Miami.
I love the Dolphins. Okay, I love the Dolphins. I'm gonna be honest. I love the Dolphins.
are good.
Baltimore versus Oakland.
Baltimore.
I think Ravens.
Honestly, I'm gonna say the Ravens.
Okay, so like
Forsett. They're running.
Forsett. Well, no, like Forsett. His only good season was last season. I mean, the last season was the only season he was really started. But like, if he doesn't do well against the Raiders, then like whoever drafted him is gonna be very disappointed.
Brett.
Brett was excited to draft him.
All right. Now. Oh no, wait. I missed one. Jets. Colts. I think Revis. I'm calling it right now. Revis is gonna pick luck 3 times.
3 times. No.
You think Revis is gonna get 3 interceptions in one game? You just shut up.
That's my bold call. This is like
Colts.
NFL Network.
Like this is a must-win game for the Colts. This is like I think they can't afford to lose this game so
That's a
early on in
fact.
the season.
I agree.
It's the Colts have to win, or their division is tough enough. They shouldn't start off 0-2 if they want to win the division.
True. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets did beat the Colts, but I think the Colts.
The Colts are missing T.Y. Hilton, but they have Dante Moncrief.
He practiced today.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he's still questionable. He's going to be a game-time decision.
I think Moncrief can be a real baller.
Okay.
You can't
anyways,
underestimate Dwayne Allen.
I'll pick the Colts.
Now I saved
Plus Andre Johnson.
I saved these 3 for last. Frank Gore too. I saved these 3 for last for a reason because I think they're going to be the games of their week. Dallas, Philadelphia. This is my lesser of the 3.
If Sam Bradford can play how he did at the second half of the last game, I'm going to pick the Eagles.
I'm picking Dallas only because the Cowboys have won 3 out
Are
of
they
5.
Huh? Are the
It's
Eagles
in
at home?
Philadelphia.
Okay, so the Cowboys were 8-0 away last season. That should be noted, and they were 4-4 at home. So they haven't lost a home game since the 2013 season.
Philadelphia. The Cowboys have won 3 straight and 5 of their 6 games in Philadelphia. Their most recent 6 games. I know you want to say Philly.
No, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Okay.
I like. Not gonna lie.
Now I call this a revenge game. Seattle Green Bay. Game of the week.
That's the game of the week.
It's not to me, but okay.
I'm gonna say
Seattle.
Okay, the last 2 you're saving are the 2 games of the week. They're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers. I mean, even without Jordan Nelson, I think this is a must-win for the Seahawks too. But I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Okay, I get you. I see you.
Austin, did you pick?
no. I don't know.
This is like you're not wrong with either team.
Right, so like Eddie Lacy, great running back and everything, but I don't know. I think the Seahawks defense is gonna shut him down, and I think Marshawn Lynch is gonna run all over the Packers. And I think the run game is going to be the
Marshawn Lynch is like the X factor of this game. Like if Lynch doesn't perform, then the Seahawks lose.
Yeah, I think the running game is going to be like the main factor.
I see ya. I see ya.
Even if Aaron Rodgers performs wonderfully, if there's no rushing, I don't think the Packers are going to do it.
And then I think my game of the week, my personal game, and it's, again, it always seems to be like this. Picking Patriots players and picking the games. The Patriots Bills. And now I think I'm going to call right now. Tom Brady has a career record of 23-3 against the Bills. I think this week they're going to make that 23-4. I think the Bills are going to, not because of their offense, I'll tell you that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, what's the Patriots' record against Rex Ryan? Because Rex Ryan always plays tough against the Patriots, no matter who's coaching.
I wish I could tell you.
Because the Jets, no matter how bad their team is, they always pose a problem for the Patriots. That's like a fact. And Rex Ryan over at the Bills, like I think, especially with such a defensive team, like Rex Ryan is a defensive coach. He knows Bill Belichick like more than any other coach.
Bill Belichick knows Rex Ryan.
Yeah, it's kind of a trade-off.
Austin's in the thinking.
I haven't picked yet, but I think their offense. They're too. I think the Bills are too risky to pick. I'm gonna have to pick the Patriots.
Oh, all right. So like,
you picked Bills before the show.
I know, but I'm trying to think about it a lot. Like, Tom Brady's pissed off that the whole fucking Deflategate thing. Happened.
He's back with a vengeance.
And a pissed off Brady is probably the scariest quarterback in the league.
And just Gronk and Edelman alone is enough to drive the offense.
That too.
But Dion, I call him Dion, but I'm going to call him Dion.
It's Dion.
More. Dion Lewis, if he shows up again, I love him. And LeGarrette Blount's getting his first start of the season, which is, he's not amazing, but Lewis, if Lewis doesn't get stopped, like he's a gigantic threat, and I think he's like one of those untapped potentials.
The only thing I'm leaning more towards for the Bills to win is.
I keep touching your foot.
Is that
if you say defense, like it's gonna.
No, not even the defense. I feel like.
Shady.
Sean McCoy.
Shady. Thank you.
I forgot about him actually.
To be honest, hold on, because like the Patriots, their rushing defense is not where it used to be.
And we did see the second oldest or the oldest running back in the NFL ran all over them.
If the Egyptian artifact, D'Angelo Williams, can run all over Nikovic like that,
because what people are forgetting is McCoy was like a top 3 running back.
Actually, on the running back position, fantasy-wise, on ESPN has Darren Sproles ranked over McCoy. McCoy's 28, Sproles is 10. But
but that's because he receives not
we got Tyrod Taylor, Percy Harvin, Watkins, that defense as a whole, and Shady. And if Williams can run all over them, I think Shady can do it twice as good.
So it comes down to this: the 3 games that could go either way in terms of who we pick are the Falcons and the Eagles, the Bills and the Patriots, and the Packers and the Seahawks. Those are the 3 games.
Yeah, those are the 3.
You can't be wrong, really. With predictions for any of those games.
They're all just must-watches, and I'm so sad that I have to work.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I'm working through any.
I'm not.
Am I missing those games if I work till 4? Am I missing any of those?
You're missing the Patriots game.
Packers aren't on until 8:30.
So I will be missing.
I'll watch that one,
I'm working, so I will be missing. I can see the Packers and the Seahawks that night, and the Cowboys. The Eagles aren't even playing the Falcons. Never mind. Did I say I meant Cowboys Eagles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss the Cowboys-Eagles game and the Patriots game. I will be able to see the Seahawks game.
I hope
I'll be the game I want to see.
I hope I'll be back from my baseball game before then. Anyways, We're approaching an hour now, and
Do we-
I don't have anything else to say.
Do we have anything else to say?
I'm all set.
Any closing remarks?
Nope.
Like,
Closing remarks. I called it earlier, but I'm not sure if any of you heard me. I think this is the year that the Patriots don't even make the AFC Championship.
I mean, they did it. The last time they lost the division was the year with Matt Castle. The Dolphins did win the division, but
but he did pretty good for what it was worth.
11-5 that season.
Well, you ready for
Playoffs.
this?
You know, that's kind of a broken system when a team's 11-5 and doesn't make the
Yeah.
playoffs.
I said this earlier, but everyone else was talking too, so I'm not sure if you heard me. But Bills and Chiefs AFC Championship. Yeah, it's my bold call. Hey, I'm allowed. I'm entitled to my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I can see the Bills, and I like the Chiefs. I really do like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But it's like too heavily relied on Jamal Charles, in my opinion.
If you're not going to use
Davis isn't that bad.
If you're not going to use Macklin the way he should be used,
one thing.
I think Alex Smith just needs to
Alex
learn
Smith
how to
threw his
use
first
it.
interception like 100-something attempts or 200 or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, because he doesn't throw.
Yeah. So, yeah, is that it?
I mean, he throws to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Any closing remarks?
Probably the last thing I want to say, like, if CJ Anderson is on your team, trade him away.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right.
Okay.
He is not doing
Well,
good.
All right.
we're going to wrap up. So,
I'm Austin Specht for Noah Druin and Austin Corey. I'm all set.
all right,
Anything
and
else?
for Brett Shevlin, even though he
Yes,
isn't here,
Brett Shevlin.
thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We got some really nice feedback on the first episode.
Yes.
We're going to do a quick little, so you can follow the Lebanese Austin Corey at Austin Corey with a 0.
Why do you call me the Lebanese?
Did you watch the
Because
first
you have a
episode?
zero. You have
obviously
a
didn't listen.
zero in your name.
Follow Specty49, Brett
Capital
at
S.
Brett_Shevlin, and you can follow me at Noah ETR. Follow the podcast on Twitter at 4QWI_podcast.
You can even email us.
You can-
I give a shit.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
No.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in.
Slide into my DMs.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Deuces.